anchor intro for the Bobo. What's going on, everybody? Good morning to you guys. That was probably pretty freaking stupid, but it is what it is. Shout out to you guys. I hope you had a good weekend, as best a weekend as you possibly could have had. My weekend has been super busy, but we are back to normal. The landscaping job has been completed, folks. My goodness. A job that I never thought that we would get done. A job that some said, Joe, what are you doing? You're never going to be able to finish this. But we did. We got it done. We had a lot of help. And, yeah, it feels good to get that damn thing done. I sent pictures of the job to my realtor who got us the gig, and he was super impressed. I know I said that I was going to do a drone video for the property, and I wanted to do the drone video. The problem with it is, though, in order to be able to fly the drone, it's got to connect to my phone, and I don't get no service out there. So that was kind of, I didn't want to fly the drone, lose connection, and then the damn thing crash, and then we have some other problems. Big Canes fan, new haircut? Nope, I just slicked it back a little bit. Before long, I'm not going to be able to do this. It's getting a little unmanageable, a little unruly, but it is what it is. But yeah, like I said, I sent the pictures to my realtor of the property. He was super impressed with it. And now I am still waiting to get paid. He's not the one that pays me. The homeowner pays me. The homeowner who's trying to sell the property, they're who pays me. And I also put in the proposal for the monthly maintenance of that property, folks. I put that price at $900 for twice a month, $450 a whop, and don't know if they're gonna go for that. We'll just have to wait and see. So there it is. Red Sox fan, what's going on with you? Shout out to everybody up in here. There is a lot to tell you guys about, a lot to get back on track with. Well, I've titled this Bobo the Gangsta Party Hotline. You already know we're gonna open up the phone lines and talk some shit. So there's that. I also want to give a very special shout out to all of you and also to the team that helped us get that landscaping job done. My wife, Shannon, Shannon's brother, Richard, and Rabbit. Rabbit came through in the clutch on Saturday, and we worked I was on the road at 7:30, did not get done till about 6:30 by the time we finally pulled the trucks in, and that was it. Robert says, you got a story? You got a big story. I don't know. I mean, oh yeah, Ukraine. Shout out to you, man. I see you on Twitter. I do want to reach out to you. I am interested in sharing your story, or if you would be willing to share your story. I'm going to do a couple of interviews this week. To be honest with you, I've got nothing else to do. I don't really want to waste my time sitting in front of the camera, getting my Joe Exotic on. It's not valued anymore. Me sitting in front of the green screen is so disrespected in terms of the views and the watch time minutes, it's not even worth it. So we're going to do some low-budget interviews this week. Joe in front of the phone, just like we did with Justin. Call it an easy day. And I hate to say it that way, but it is the truth. You would figure with coronavirus going around, people would be, wanting to watch the videos. But I put my heart and soul into those videos that are oftentimes so overlooked. Jay Munson, what's going on with you? Shout out to you for the 2 months. Jiminy Cricket, what's going on with you? Shout out to you for the 2 months as well. What's up with you? Big Mama VA, I want to see the pics of your backyard. Thank you for bringing that up. My backyard. It was atrocious. I don't know if I shared this in the video, and I don't think that I did. When we made the first run to my house, box truck loaded, my truck and trailer loaded, just ironic enough, my neighbors were coming outside to do their Corona dance, walking their dogs. It's so crazy how many people are actually going out and about. Kids ain't even playing Fortnite these days. Everybody wants to be outside playing. And the reason is because nobody wants to be told what they can and can't do. It's kind of crazy. That's just my opinion. But anyways, it's also, well, never mind. So as we pulled up with the first load, my neighbors were coming outside haphazardly to walk their dogs. They don't like me anymore. They used to speak with me, but you get the feeling when people don't like you, or maybe I'm just paranoid, but whatever. So as I was whipping my truck and trailer like fucking Bo Dukes of Hazzard shit, you know, I got to whip my truck in. Shannon's brother's driving the box truck. I got to jump out of my truck, jump into the box truck, back the box truck up into the backyard. Well, as I was switching vehicles, it was like we were trying to lose a tail. My neighbor said to me, oh, because they saw the wood on the back of my trailer, oh, you're getting ready to have your bonfire, ain't you? Hey? What are you, fucking Canadian now? You're getting ready to have your bonfire now, eh? I said, oh yeah, something like that. Hopped up into the fucking box truck and wheeled that bitch into the backyard. Super paranoid that I was going to get the box truck stuck in the backyard. And then also more paranoid that my neighbors were going to call the HOA. They're worse than the CDC right now. The HOA, they're watching everything. They're clocking everything. You can't turn your backyard into a goddamn dump, the landfill. What you think this is? But that's what we did. We dumped all of the tree debris into the backyard. Matter of fact, I got a picture. I'll show you the picture of what it looked like. I do have a picture, Big Mama VA. Let me send this to myself. I don't get a lot of emails anymore unless I'm sending them to myself. And folks, bear with me. We're going to go in on this Bobo. There she be. There she be. Now, this picture really doesn't do justice. But trust me, we're going to zoom in on this bitch. We're going to zoom in. Jack 2 says only 230 people up in here. What am I doing? Let's go. Load up. All right. Y'all want to see what the backyard was looking like? Let me pull up the comment section. Now, bear with me. I know it looks a little crazy. All right, we're good. Got you guys right there. All right, can you see it? This is me backyard. So anyways, back behind that shed back there is all of the tree debris. There's Lucy playing in the backyard, wondering what the fuck is going on. Never again, shout out to you. Thank you for the gift subbing right there. Jeremiah says, afternoon Bobos get more clout. Motherfuckers ain't got no jobs. Ain't nobody essential. Ain't nobody essential. Tune the fuck in. So there's, there's Louie right there. Also notice how my shed fell apart. I backed into that last summer and it couldn't take it no longer. Could not take it no longer. The door fell down. So there's all of the tree debris right there, folks. Stacked up to the 6-foot fence. Zoom out. Now let's go over here. Now, again, this picture does not do justice. Okay, you gotta understand something. What you're looking at right there on the left-hand side of this thing, that's 500. Count them, folks. 500 fucking bags of leaves. All right? Bum. I know it doesn't look like it, but you got to imagine this is it's at least 30 yards right here. 30 yards. Maybe 20. So there's that. 500 bags of leaves right there. My neighbors were watching me do this. I know they were pissed. So, I wish I could show you what it looks like today. Because yesterday, shout out to Rabbit. Rabbit came over, and me and Rabbit, right about here in my yard, we dug a massive hole. Right here. Dug it by hand. With a broken shovel and an edger tool. Because Jellicle stole my shovels, amongst so much other shit from me. There'll be a video on that soon. So we dug a massive hole right here, and we were going to have us a major bonfire, okay? We're going to have us a major bonfire. The game plan was, as we were unloading all of these bags, this was 3 loads in the box truck. Full. 3 full loads. 1 load, 2 loads, 3 loads. So the game plan was, as we were unloading this shit, we were getting a little, overzealous. And we were like, yeah, man, we're going to burn like 100 bags tomorrow. That shit's going to burn up so goddamn fast. Call before you dig. We've already done that a year ago. There's nothing back here. Rabbit thought we hit a gas line. Turns out it was a fucking root. That was kind of crazy. So anyways, yeah, we just dug and we just got the gasoline out there and we were looking like fucking, we were looking like we didn't, we were just trying to set some shit on fire. So we had this massive hole. My backyard looks like shit. My wife definitely was not digging that. So we start bringing over the bags of leaves to right here. Boom, boom. Now we start with the first bag. The first bag of leaves took 1 hour to burn. The second bag took an hour to burn. We started this venture at about 12:30 yesterday afternoon. So 3 hours into this, we've only burned 4 bags of leaves. They started burning a little bit faster as we built up our fire a little bit more and also brought the gasoline out there. And I thought about filming it for show. I did. But it was just, it was going to be like campfire, coronavirus, Tekashi, Tiger King, Jellicoe stories. You know what I mean? Stories around the campfire. Every fucking keyword that's sure enough to hit right now. So we thought we were going to be able to burn 100 bags. We probably burned like 3 handfuls of sticks too. So I was like, you know what? Fuck this shit. At this rate, animals will have taken over the planet, by the end of the year. And by the time we get done burning all this shit. So plan B came into motion, folks. Look at this Bob Ross painting I'm in my backyard right now, folks. Nothing but foliage back there and nothing but woods. I don't give a fuck whose property it is. It's the city's. We dumped this many leaves. This many, okay? We're talking at least 300 bags of leaves. I was Tom Brady into Antonio Brown these bitches over the fence. Hew. And Rabbit was sitting on the other side catching them bitches like a bomb down the field in 2007 from Tom Brady to Randy Moss. And just dumping them shits. Just dumping them. Folks, we got rid of this much of the pile. There's only there's probably about 100 bags left, maybe 150. And then we probably burned maybe 8 bags of leaves. And then we still got all this shit over here. But we're going to get rid of it. So we chucked the bags. We got a fire going. I was waiting on my fucking Tekashi 6ix9ine, Brett Jellicoe fucking neighbors to call the goddamn law on me. Like I was waiting for this. We got a gas can out there. Now I did have the hose all the way out here as well. But motherfuckers ain't got shit better to do. And plus the whole neighborhood was looking like the inside of Jellicoe's car riding his employees to work. Just smoked out. Smoked the fuck out. That bitch looked like a Cheech and Chong movie. The whole neighborhood did. So yeah. I was waiting on the law to come. But they didn't. Surprisingly. But I know my neighbors were pissed. Everybody was outside trying to wash their cars and cut their grass. Man, I got fucking evidence to get rid of. And then I'm worried, I want to check the neighborhood app. I do and I don't, okay? Because I know there's going to be a post. Attention neighbors, it's no longer burn season. If you're going to burn, have some respect. Don't let it be billowing, pillowing, yellow clouds. It was like a fucking straight gravity bong hit. That's what that smoke looked like. For sure. I'm just going in. So yeah, we got rid of a lot of it. I spent a lot of time on that story. I didn't really mean to spend so much time on that. Never again. Thank you for helping us hit the sub goal today. Really appreciate that. Hope no embers fly into the trees. There was no fires. None at all. I'm going to go ahead and check. Now that I've got this pulled back up, I'm going to check the neighborhood app and just see what's shaking. Because I know there's got to be a post. Oh, it's next door. I know there's got to be a post about me. I'm willing to roll the dice and bet this. It's coronavirus season. Don't be burning. See, look, this is what I don't like. Cocksuckers up here snitching. Here we are, right in my neighborhood. Zero social distancing happening at Lowe's. Yo, shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Stop that shit. I got a goddamn house to get finished. You a snitch, Bruce. You a snitch. Come on. Come on. I know I'm going to be on here. Please throw your used gloves in the trash. What the fuck? A bear hunt? Maybe I'm not up here. That's nice if I'm not. Ooh, flower bed. Is there anyone I could pay to do my front flower bed? That's got a shitload of comments. Yeah, I'll come do it for $30. I'm saying, looking for someone to pick up bagged yard debris? Oh, I'm thinking about starting two things. A fucking tiger zoo and a landfill. I'm thinking about it. How much are they going to charge you? Let's see. I'm going to the dump anyways. How many bags do you have? I want to press down so they don't fly off my trailer. That's not a good idea. They said 16 to 17 bags. That's pretty precise. What's the price on this? They don't have a price. Well, I guess nobody... You son of a bitch. I think this one's directed at me. Here we go. Fucking Carol. No bullshit. That's her goddamn name. Yard clippings. Hello, neighbors. It's getting warmer, and everyone wants to beautify their yards. A lot of us want to keep the value of our property. But if our drainage gets full of yard clippings, our neighbors will definitely have issues with flooding. Folks, it was just not too long ago I was cutting my grass and I was blowing some of the clippings down the sewer. And then they go in all caps, Carol, you fucking bitch. So please don't blow your yard clippings and yard waste into the street or storm sewer. No, I'm not yelling, smiley face. I just want people to be mindful. Thank you, and have a blessed day. I think what I'm going to do, because I'm plumb out of fucking ideas at this point, I think I'm going to start a new series on YouTube called Trolling on Nextdoor. Hey, Carol Baskins, fuck you. I'm going to make a good woman out. What did Joe Exotic say? I've been watching that shit, and I am hooked. He said, we're going to make an honest woman out of this, bitch. You know what I'm going to do? We're going to do a social experiment, a social distancing experiment. We're going to take those last 150 bags of leaves, and we're just going to dump them down the sewer. Wonder how that'll work out. Carol will be all over it. She's in my neighborhood, too. Fucking bitch. Trash. Ooh, here we go. 3 days ago, my neighbor oh my God, is this the neighborhood where we were doing the job at? My neighbor consistently puts trash items on the curb after trash collection or several days before trash pickup. It's unsightly to say the least. Anyone else in this neighborhood experienced this? What's the deal? 11 comments. What are they saying? Fuck you, Bonita. Bonita's what you use to cut hair on with. If you're talking about me, I already did a bulk trash claim and started putting my stuff out last week after the bulk guys came. And then Bonita started copping a plea. No, not you, Sarah. Not you. Bonita, shut the fuck up. I like this. I like this. Toilet paper, chicken breast, curb alert. All right, anyways, I'm done. They're definitely talking about you, Joe. Bonita Applebottom. There we go. Apple bum. Anyways, moving on. A lot of things to share with you guys. Thank you so much for taking the time. It's Monday. I'm all pumped up, full of piss and vinegar, and ready to go in. I got an email to share with you guys from the guy Tom, who's at the insane asylum. I got that printed out. I wanted to give you my reaction to the Joe Exotic Tiger King series. You know, I didn't give this thing a lot of credit. I saw these memes about this dude that I had no idea about. Well, we wrapped up Sons of Anarchy. We started watching this. We're almost done with this. And folks, if you have not seen this Tiger King thing, man, it's the greatest goddamn. It is a very awesome documentary. And, man, I got into the wrong shit. Fuck YouTube. I should have started a goddamn tiger cub petting zoo. Now, I'm quite sure by this point you can't do it no more. But, yo, there's a lot of people all over the country who got their own zoos. And then the shit is crazy because Joe Exotic is gay, which there's nothing wrong with that. And he's got 2 husbands in the show. And both of his husbands aren't gay. They're just young dudes. And it brings up the thought, and I share this with all the men up in here, the boys or the guys, whoever. You know, would you be gay for pay? I mean, because these young boys were running around with, you know, AR-15s, 223 rifles, 4-wheelers. Yo, I've wanted a 4-wheeler my whole life. Now, no disrespect to my wife, and if I was single and back in the day, had I met Joe Exotic, I'd have done him. I'd have done him for a 400EX 4-wheeler. Man, what? Dog. And if any of y'all sit here and say that you wouldn't, you're fucking lying. Because I know there's something in this world that you really, really want. And, you know, it brings to mind the landscaping job that we're doing, and I'm never going to get tired of talking about this because we bodied that shit. We made that shit look so good. You know what I mean? But the entire week, I'm watching these little fucking privileged kids riding their goddamn 4-wheelers up and down the street. And they're not just riding their fucking 4-wheelers. They're popping wheelies, riding with one leg on the seat like they fucking a dog hiking its leg up, taking a piss. They're riding with their full fucking Fox goddamn gear on like they're sponsored by fucking Monster Energy drink. Just looking at, gritting on us the whole fucking time. Wing, 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 wing. And I'm like, damn, man. I want a 4-wheeler. I've wanted one my whole fucking life. It's part of the reason why I went to prison in the first place. I was chasing my dreams. I didn't want the fancy cars and I just wanted a goddamn 4-wheeler. These little motherfuckers ain't even 12 years old. Riding shit that probably cost more than my truck. Yeah, I know. I said a 400EX. That was stupid. I should have went with like a Raptor. Some kind of Yamaha. Yamaha or a Warrior. Fucking Banshee 600 or whatever. Yeah, man. I think a Warrior is like the smaller one. Camo says there's no amount of money. I don't honestly know. If somebody flashed $1 million, it probably don't even got to be that, in front of your face, and I'm not saying nothing bad about you. I'm just saying it would definitely cause some pause. Pause was a word that we used to use in prison all of the time. Maybe it was used out here in the free world. It was a word from back in the day. It was a prison term. Like when somebody would say something super suspect, you know, like, damn, that dude he got a supersized, he looked like you'd be like, yo, pause. That shit was suspect. Yeah. So anyways, enough about that. But yeah, that show is pretty dope. I like that. All right, let me go back to my notes. I got a lot of shit up in here. So, I mentioned at the beginning of this that we're still waiting to get paid from this job. And of course, because I'm so paranoid, you know, you got to start, or I do, the thought starts nagging in my brain just a little bit. What if we don't get paid? What if we don't? What if some excuse, coronavirus, all that shit. Hey, Brandon. Are you the one on my messages? You the one that, God damn it, this shit ain't acting right. Are you the one that I was supposed to go in on this morning? Because there's somebody else that I want to go in on too. God damn, just stop it, computer. I think it is you, Brandon. It might be. Where you at? Is this you? Are you the one on my messages? Don't get quiet now, boy. Don't get quiet now. For show says you can't put the leaves back now. Yeah. Yeah, you're right. It's your word. I'll be going in on you. Don't worry. I'll call you in a minute. Get your little panties out of a bunch. So, yeah, what if we don't get paid for whatever fucking reason? I'm almost thinking about, even if we do get paid, just faking it and acting like we didn't, just for the drama, for the views. I said I was done with the drama, but it's a new month. You know, we gotta come hard. Yo, we didn't get paid. Violin track the whole time. I worked so hard on this goddamn job. Paid everybody, but didn't pay myself. Film it right in front of their goddamn mailbox. You know what's also crazy is the fact that while we were doing this job, the neighbor directly across the street, they had stacked a whole bunch of shit by their street, like sticks and logs and all this shit. And, you know, I didn't like that. I'm like, damn. I mean, their property, they can do what they want to do. But it almost made me think that others were going to think that we did that. We've been working on this yard all fucking week long. But neither here nor there. We're going to get paid. I truly believe we're going to get paid. I'm broke down. I'm hurting like a bitch. My hands hurt. My back hurts. My life hurts. 2 West says, damn, Joe, what else you been scripting? We've never scripted anything. Not anything. Anyways, I got a lot of other shit to talk to you guys about, but before we go any further, let's take a little intermission and get a quick message from our sponsor on this Bobo. It's going to be... I hate that I can't do it on my phone. All right, now I can do it. Brandon, 23. This inbred looking piece of shit right here. I'm going in. I am about to go in. Let's see who can hurt each other's feelings the fastest. Oh, boy. I'm calling you. Here we go. Brandon, the troll in the comments. Gotcha, Brandon. Don't get scared now. Put the fucking Xbox controller down and pick up the fucking phone.
What's up, Trash Can Joe?
What's going on, man? What part of the fucking country is your inbred ass from?
Oh, you know I'm from around the corner from you, Tennessee.
Oh, yeah. What's going on, man? Why the hell you been trolling me so much in this comment section, man?
Because, man, it's everything that you do is just like trash, dude. I mean, everybody's always fucking with you and you're letting them get away with it. It's just, damn, dude.
What should I be doing? Brandon, tell me what I should be doing with my life.
The opposite of what you are doing.
The opposite of what I'm doing. So you're telling me that everything that I'm doing right now is wrong?
For the most part, yeah.
Okay. Brandon, what do you do? What are you, a scientist, doctor, firefighter? What do you do?
I'm a chemist.
Yeah.
I'm from Tennessee. I'm a chemist.
I got you. So how many teeth do you have left in your mouth?
Barely like 5. Well, no, if you count half of, the broken one, 6.
Right. Okay. Well, so you tell me that everything that I should be doing differently, correct?
Yeah.
And what do you think that I'm doing? What is the worst thing that I'm doing right now?
Besides breathing, hiring all these goofy fucks, all these goofy people.
Who's goofy?
Well, Jellicoe. But really, I think he's going to have a better show than you, actually. But so I don't know.
I mean, he's filming that shit in 4K from what I've heard. So there we go.
Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, it's trash. First of all, the audio on it. I mean, damn, dude, you can't remember to bring the windscreen half the time. I mean, shit, get your shit together, Joe.
It is what it is. I mean, really, we've lost a lot, man. We've lost a lot. A lot of equipment's gotten broke. You can't order things from Amazon right now. I mean, it is what it is. So We're doing what we can with what we got. Brandon, if you were closer to me, and I had the opportunity to introduce you, what do you think people would think of you? Would they be like, yo, this guy's a solid dude, you know?
Well, I've did a total of about 6 years of my life, but, I mean, I had no problems getting through the tennis TDOC over here.
And, I mean, obviously you were AB.
Yeah. How did you know?
I mean, I can just tell, man. I can definitely just tell. So you were what? You were the crash test dummy of the organization? Like, they just sent you on the dummy missions?
No. Not quite.
Tell me you weren't the leader, man. If you were the leader, I've lost all respect for any organization.
We were definitely fucked if I was the leader, so I wasn't no leader, so.
I mean, just judging by your pictures on Facebook, because I'm stalking you now, you definitely don't look like you go hard at all. You look kind of like maybe you're a big guy. You look like you're probably big for nothing. Big, goofy looking motherfucker. I'm not gonna put your pictures on the Bobo because you've got your family with, you know, in the pictures. But you are an ugly motherfucker, man.
Hey, join the ugly crowd, Joe. It's okay. It's okay to admit you're ugly sometimes.
I mean, I don't ever claim to be no model, man. So look, you got the opportunity. You've got the opportunity to tell me anything that you want to tell me right now. What do you want to say?
Keep up the work. It's shitty, but keep it up.
Yeah. Well, okay. Look, I saw your comment yesterday on Facebook, and I knew you were just kind of fucking around. And I know you rock with After Prison Show, and I do appreciate you calling in and taking the call to talk some shit. I don't mean any disrespect so long as you're kidding. You're kidding, right? Yeah, I know. That's because you're soft, man. That's because you're soft.
I've been rocking with you for about 5 years now.
I'm just fucking with you, man. Look, hey, I need to find a real troll, man. Stop trolling in the comments on the Bobo, because these people, they're gonna eat you alive in here, man. They're gonna eat you alive, man. You're a good dude. Are you out of work right now because of what's going on?
Yeah, I actually work for a cemetery.
Oh shit, y'all are booming right now then, unfortunately.
Yeah. We do about 15 funerals a week.
Jesus Christ, man. Well, look, appreciate you rocking with the show, and it's a pleasure to get a chance to speak with you, man. They're calling me a bitch now, so.
All right, keep up good work, man.
Hey, you as well, man.
Bye.
All right, bye. Shout out to Brandon. I knew Brandon was fucking around, and he wasn't a real troll. He just played the part very well. He had made a post on Facebook yesterday, and, you know, I could tell that he was, or at least I thought that he was playing. And don't get me wrong, he said some shit that hurt my fucking feelings. He damn sure did. I want a real fucking troll, and I think that I might have one. So don't call me a soft-ass bitch right yet. Let me see if I can find this person. Now, I got to go to my notifications on Facebook, and I got to see where, bingo, here we go. Here we go. I'll share this with you guys real quick. So here's a post on the Facebook fan page from a guy by the name of Jesse yesterday, 14 hours ago. And he says, talking about social distancing in the trying to finish up the landscaping job video, ? If you understand social distancing is important, maybe you should stay home unless you're getting groceries. No need to be messing around in people's yards. This shit's serious. Hold on. So, yeah, he's making some very valid points here. He says, also, did you not watch any landscaping YouTube videos? It is the easiest thing anyone can do, and that yard looks like dog shit. That's where you caught me at, Jesse. That's where you caught me at. Charging for the jobs is the easiest thing to do. And so is the work. Obviously, Buddy decided, who the fuck is Buddy? Are you calling me Buddy? To do the work himself. Simple YouTube search will show anyone how many businesses you already failed at and will expose the fact that you've got zero experience in anything. Stick with what you're great at, making videos, and stay in your goddamn house. Jesus Christ. Starting to think you're taking this YouTube thing for granted or just using it as a stepping stone of some kind. You've got an audience and a platform. You must be crazy. Well, to tell me my yard looked like dog shit is the thing that, kills me. To say that I'm taking the YouTube thing for granted, are you fucking kidding me? Have you seen, look, you can't fault me for trying all this shit. Cleaning company, moving business, moped rentals was a disaster. Landscape, shit, whatever. Who cares if I don't know how to do it? Does most people know how to do anything? Have you looked at the Facebook marketplace lately? Drywallers. Matter of fact, just look at my goddamn house. There's a great example of that. And I respect certain opinions that he made about the social distancing thing, but fuck that. When I first made the first fucking video about coronavirus, people said, oh, Joe, oh. And they said this about everybody. Anybody who said anything about this. Oh, Joe, it's not going to be that bad. They said the same thing about SARS. They said the same thing about Ebola. Now we take this shit serious. Kim Jong-un of North Korea said that America was in for a Christmas present. Y'all remember that? Everybody thought it was nukes. I've seen articles that somebody at some college created this thing, sold it to China. Like, what? I've been paying attention to some conspiracy theories on this thing. But anyways, let me go see. I don't want to, leak Jesse. So Jesse's been in this group the last 90 days. He's had 3 things deleted by the admins. He's obviously a troll. He lives in Canada. That probably explains a little bit of this. Let's view his profile. What does he do for a living? He looks, yeah. What are you, some kind of a fucking oh, he's a mixer streamer. Let's go to his mixer stream. Let's just see what's going on over here. This stream is for mature audience. Okay, let's watch. You're watching a previously recorded stream. Let's just see what's going on. What are you playing? Are you playing like H1N1? Are you you're playing fucking PlayerUnknown Battleground? Like, who the fuck? I don't even know which Call of Duty. What are you talking about? You've got nobody who watches your stream.
We're gonna regret being in this general.
Oh, your audio is fucking trash. Dizzy works every day. I don't really think. You play video games like I play video games. Jesse, you're a fucking bum. We're about to call you. If you were a doctor or some shit like that, I'd have had some respect for you. But you're playing fucking Call of Duty. You're a goddamn bum.
Take a look at the APS banner contest. Great banners people made for you, Joe.
Okay. I did see a lot of those banners, and man, they were fucking awesome. Okay, can I call you? You haven't sent me a message. Damn it. I can call you. Let's call Jesse. I don't know what time it is in Canada. Okay, cancel that. Maybe he's watching the Bobo. You got that BB&T fucking phone service up there. Oh my God. Get off the video game. Put this on your mixer. Did he bang on me? Try calling one more time. Jesse, I know you're up in here. Put your big boy pants on. It's time to have a conversation. Talking about my yard look like shit. I don't give a fuck about nothing else that you said. But to talk shit about that job that we did. Boy, trying to call Canada is like trying to call a submarine. Oh my God. Shit sounds like some sonar. Blake says, call me, I will make you cry. He isn't receiving calls right now, is what he said. All right, well, whatever. Yeah, I did see the banners on the Facebook fan page. Those shits look really good. I also saw, I don't know who did it. Close the goddamn window. Damn, I don't want to say the wrong name. Somebody had made a little kind of like a video thing of like people's faces disappearing from After Prison Show. And they made Dave's face disappear from After Prison Show. And I ain't like that. I didn't like that at all. Let me pull this up. Because Dave is still a part of After Prison Show. Somebody asked on yesterday's video if Dave was still doing the floors. Dave isn't doing the floors. The floors are getting done right now at the house. And to be honest with you, I'm not all that impressed. I hope by the time they're said and done, they look really good. I don't know where that picture is, but yeah, it's right here. This shit's fucking crazy, you know? This is nuts. It was Marcus. Marcus has put together some pretty cool things. So you got Dave's face disappearing first. Dave's still a part of After Prison Show. All right, so there's Dave's face. Who else? Dave's face disappearing. Who was that? Who? Oh, Corso. So Dave's gone, Corso's gone. Corso was never really, and I hate to say this, like some of the people on here, they were never really that big of a part of After Prison Show. Like Corso and unfortunately Darnell Phillips. You know, those were just stories that we got the chance to share. And it wasn't because I didn't want these people to be big parts of After Prison Show. We just either never got around to it or we never got around to it. It's pretty much the thing. So Corso, Dave, Jew Man. What happened to Jew Man? Darnell Phillips, Jellicoe can definitely get the fuck up out of here. And then who's left in the end? Well, Dave's still left. Shannon, Rabbit, Cody. Damn. There's that. Hydro asked what happened to Remy. I don't know. I don't talk to him, so I couldn't tell you. There's that. All right. Moving on. Boy, I got some notes to share with you guys, and I got no idea what the fuck I'm doing today. Got no idea. I got about 150 more bags of leaves to throw over the fence. The floors in the house should be done today. And like I said, I went over there yesterday. Oh, yeah, Connor. Connor's definitely my ace, man. I went over to the house yesterday to take a look at everything. They were doing the floors. I still got to paint. We should have painted prior to the floors, but I was doing the landscaping job. And I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know how satisfied I really am. Well, I'm not satisfied. I'll just tell you the truth. I'm not satisfied. I'm never satisfied with the way things are going with this goddamn house. And it's fucked up. So we had some plaster to repair, right? We had to fill in a couple of spots. And then they had to spray the splatter effect over those fixes to try to tie it in with the existing shit. And they didn't do a very good job of that. That shit looks like shit. But what are you going to do? It's already fucking done. Hopefully the paint's going to make it look better than what it looks like because, you know, the original splatter was nice and smooth and very minimalistic. Well, this shit looks like, you know, almost like the fucking plaster threw up on the walls. I'm not happy about that. So that was one thing. I was looking at that. And then the goddamn floors. The fucking floors, man. They look like, I hope they look good. They look good. The floors actually look good, but, you know, there were some spots that we needed to raise up. So there were some spots that kind of like dipped and had some divots in them, and they were supposed to put the concrete on it and goddamn use the concrete to level out the floors. I've never heard of this before, but this is something that you do. Even Dave was telling me this is something that they do quite often. Dave does floors. So that was supposed to happen, but that's not what's happening. And in fact, what they've done is they've done this half-assed way of trying to raise the elevation of the floors. And I'm telling you guys right fucking now, I already saw one spot that I didn't, well, two spots. The spot back by the refrigerator where the refrigerator is going to go in the house kind of dips down a little bit. I see it because I knew it was there, and it doesn't really look like it was brought up all that much. Now, maybe it was, and it just doesn't look like, I mean, you really can't see it too bad, right? Andrea, I don't got any floors of the pics because they weren't that far into it yet. They were only from the kitchen to the middle of the house and then working toward the hallway. So while I'm looking at this, the dude who's doing the floor, the one fucking guy who's been doing so much work in this house, he goes walking on the floor, and I noticed that the floor kind of bows. Like, as he walks on it, I can see that it dips down a little bit. And I'm like, oh my God, man. Like, what the fuck is going on right there? So that was two spots that I didn't like. And then I'm watching him try to feed the flooring into the hallway. And the flooring that goes into the hallway is definitely needs to be, leveled. More concrete was supposed to go there. He ain't using the concrete. He's using actual pieces of flooring underneath the flooring, and then like some foam, like some styrofoam shit. And I'm just like, God damn it, man. If this shit comes out half-assed, I'm going to be so fucking mad. A. Morales says you use the leveling cement to level it out. Yeah, there's that. If this shit comes out fucked up, I am going to be so fucking pissed. Oh, Jesse hit me back. Let's call him. He said coffee break. I missed this. Hello.
Hey.
How you doing? Hey, I can't do the video chat thing right now. Can you just?
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Jesse. I saw your comment.
Let's go.
I saw your comment on Facebook yesterday. It's part of the reason why I'm reaching out to you. But what are you doing right now?
Right now?
Yeah, are you at work?
What am I doing right now?
Yeah, I said, are you at work?
You.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Jesse!
You.
Don't act like you can't hear me.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
So are you at work right now?
Yeah, exactly.
What kind of work do you do?
I do concrete.
You do concrete work?
Yeah.
How come you're not staying home?
Yo, I'd love to, dude. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'd love to, but I'll lose my fucking job.
Are you practicing social distancing?
Yeah, we are.
Are you?
Absolutely are. Yeah, we got fucking hand sanitizer out, Lysol wipes out. Fucking got it all going.
What do you do in the concrete field? What's your job?
I finish.
You're a
And
finisher.
I do it all.
You're a foreman?
I set forms. I'm a form setter and a finisher.
Oh,
I do
okay.
everything.
So, Jesse, talk to me about this post that you made on the Facebook fan page yesterday. I noticed that you got a little offended by the fact that you thought what we were doing, I guess, wasn't essential and that we weren't practicing social. I mean, just talk to me about your mind state of that post.
No, I was just trolling a little bit.
Oh, no, don't
Trying
cop.
to let you know, I used to love watching APS, and lately it's just been kind of cringeworthy. You know what I mean?
Well, what do you mean by cringeworthy?
Well, fuck. I don't know.
You told me my
I wanna watch a man
landscaping
fail
job
when
looked
he's
like
already
shit.
Successful, you know what I mean? Why do I want to watch a man fail when he's already successful?
I mean, why not just appreciate the fact that, I'm not just trying to goddamn fucking sit in front of a camera. I'm actually out here trying to bust my ass. I mean, don't you bust your ass for a living?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, so why can't you just respect the fact that that's what I do?
No, I do. I got a little bit of respect for it, but not like, I don't know, maybe you read the comments.
People are saying, "Oh, he's out there trying to learn." That's not the time to be trying to learn. It's not the time to be starting businesses, stuff. You know, go make $100 here and there. There's way more important things going on in the world than $300. You know what I mean?
Concrete must be one of them.
Yeah, I'm up in Canada. You know, I'm not in the States. We have very strict guidelines for this stuff. I'm one of the last few essential employees going on here.
What are you pouring? What are you pouring concrete for? Like, what kind of concrete? I know you said you do.
Right now, we're doing an aqueduct. It's a contract that's been going on for a couple of years.
Okay, so you guys are doing big industrial shit.
Sewer system for the city that needs to. If it doesn't if the water can't flow, the city will flood.
Yeah, so that does sound kind of essential. Jesse, you told me my landscaping job looked like shit, and that really pissed me off.
I know. I knew that one would get you. It does though. It looks bad, man.
How does it look bad? What was wrong with it?
I don't think I've seen any edging around any mulch beds. You guys were there to clean up the yard, weren't you? The yard was still covered in debris. It was like, did these guys even use a leaf blower? Like, I was kind of confused.
Yeah. Well,
I just thought it could have been better, probably, and maybe you shouldn't be wasting your time trying to do that. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it was a shit ton of work. I don't know if you saw the before to the, and I don't need to justify it. I mean, you are right. There wasn't.
You're right. You don't need to justify it. You're absolutely right. I'm just saying it could have been done better, man.
Yeah.
It's worth paying somebody $30 an hour who knows what they're doing.
Yeah. Well, we got the job. There's no need to be a hater about the situation. You said that you have a little bit of respect for me, Jesse. I don't want to hold you up. Tell me what.
I'm on coffee break. It just started. I'm good.
You guys get a coffee break?
My comments might have been harsh, and they might have hurt your fans that are a little bit delusional. But people who understand where I'm coming from know exactly what I was trying to say. And I wasn't even that rude about it. Yeah, it might have been rude saying it looked like shit, but it kind of did, you know. But I wasn't even trying to be rude about it. My points are valid.
They are.
And quite frankly, they're right, you know. Obviously, people shouldn't be going out trying to start companies when they've got a steady flow of income sitting at home, and their wife probably works. Why do they need a third income? You know, that was my point, and everyone was just ignoring it. It's like, that makes zero sense. A third income for somebody who has zero mouths is not essential.
Yeah.
Get what I'm saying?
I guess I respect your opinion. You do raise some valid points, so I can't sit here and try to make it sound like I'm right and you're wrong. You are right about
the grind. I just don't think this is the time to grind. You know, I can't wait to get my ass home and sit on the fucking couch. But I got 4 kids and a wife, and I'm young, so I have to, you know, I made bad decisions too. I don't got a credit. I don't got, you know, I have to do what I have to do.
You're also playing what, H1N1 on Mixer?
What was that?
I said you're also playing what, H1N1 on, or H1?
No, that's my identical twin brother, dude.
Oh, it's your brother?
Yeah, I got a twin bro. He's off work, so he's streaming, yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what he's playing, I'm not sure, but I share his stuff every once in a while.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, look, I was going to call you and go in on you, but you did raise some valid points, and you know you got to be out there and you got to be working. Is it a normal thing like the coffee break thing? Is it like a coffee break / water break? I've never heard of that, like the coffee break.
Oh well, yeah, it's 15 minutes, 2.5 hours. Then you get your 15 minutes. It's paid. Right. And then your lunch break is not paid. You get half an hour. That's not paid. And then 2.5 hours before you finish your day, you get another 15 minutes. That's paid. And I'm fortunate enough that my boss buys the coffee and he brings whatever we want, pretty much.
Well, all right. Well, look, I appreciate your time. Thank you for explaining yourself a little bit better.
You, as a human, man. Don't let that shit get you too upset.
Hey,
just trying to make the points, and like it sounds like you heard them loud and clear. So I don't know what the Bobo is. I've only been on it once, but if I'm on there right now, shout out to all my haters, dude.
Yeah.
Take care, buddy.
Yeah. All right. Well, I appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, take care, dude.
All right. Bye. I couldn't go in on this dude. I couldn't. He did raise some valid points. We did not really edge the flower beds. We didn't. And my mulch didn't look the greatest. And the debris in the yard, I mean, that was the one thing that, shit. No sooner than we goddamn cleaned up the left side of the yard, the very next day, all of these flowers from this fucking tree fell. And I was like, I'm not cleaning that up again. Fuck that shit. So, it is what it is. He's out there working. He has to be working. No need to go in on the man. He raised some valid points. That's the way that he felt about the situation. It is what it is. So I will go ahead and admit that I was wrong in that case. And then everybody's a critic. He raised some valid points. Why should I be out there trying to start another business? I wasn't even really trying to start another business. It was just a job opportunity that happened, and I took it on. Nobody really gave a fuck that we were working out there. So there's that. Anyways, all right, moving on, folks. I want to share with you an email that I finally opened, probably 2 weeks too late. It's a prison pen pal-esque type of an email. A while back. I said that very Canadian-like. A couple of months ago, I did a video about a guy named Tom who was on After Prison Show a very long time ago. He tattooed my side during a live stream. Tom was definitely struggling with addiction. You know, it is what it is, yada, yada. Tom ended up getting locked up, and I didn't even see this till a couple of months ago. He had 50-something charges, a lot of forgery and uttering charges. And then I looked him up to see where he was, and he was at a place called Marion. Marion is an insane asylum here in the state of Virginia. So I had to email him. Did he lose his fucking mind and end up in the bad shit crazy house? What the fuck happened? How did you get 50-something charges of forgery and uttering? Joe will never call another troll. I don't have, 76ers fan, don't try to put the battery in my back. I'll call anybody, especially the trolls. All right. So I sent this guy an email because I saw that he was, and shout out to Jesse, who just sent me a very nice message. I sent Tom an email, not expecting to hear from him. I didn't know if he was passing his time, however much time that he had in a straitjacket. Probably wouldn't be able to use the keyboard to type me back a response, but I sent him an email anyways asking what the fuck happened. Dina asked, what's uttering? Forgery and uttering, or utter, whatever it is. It's like writing bad checks. Like, it's something to do with writing bad checks. It's basically what it is. I don't know if there's more to it, but I know that there's that. So, I got an email back from Tom. I got this email probably about 2 weeks ago, maybe a little bit more than that. Never had a chance to open it up because I had a lot of shit going on. I finally got a chance to open it up this morning. I've printed it out. I'm going to share it with you guys. And folks, when I tell you that it's crazy, it's not. It's not very crazy. It's a lot of deflection. It's a lot of, I feel, inconsistencies. You know what I mean? When you catch certain charges are worded in such a way, Brett Jellicoe, certain charges are worded in such a way that you can't really deviate too far off the paper of what that is. Now, don't get me wrong. Not in all cases is that like that. Let's say, for example, you've got a charge of unauthorized use of a motor vehicle. It doesn't necessarily mean that you stole a car. You could have been locked up, found some 450-pound fucking pen pal chick that you got released to. You came home from prison on the very same day she let you borrow a car, and you told her, you know what, I don't think that we're actually soulmates after all, but I'm going to go up to 7-Eleven real quick and get this 6-pack of Colt 45, and we can at least have us a nice little casting off party, because you're never going to see me again. And then you drive that car to 7-Eleven, and hell hath no fury like a scorned woman who calls the law on you, saying you stole her car. You're going right back to prison. Because at least in prison, you can't leave her, and you need her. Certain charges, there could be different things with it. But forgery and uttering, I don't necessarily know that, and maybe there is. Like, I don't even know. You know what? We got to look that charge up. We got to look it up because I don't fucking know, and I'm not a lawyer. How do you spell forgery? I've never even committed forgery in my life, so I don't even know how to spell it. Forgery and uttering. Here we go. Forgery and uttering. Roll it. Hey, Leafy came back. That was pretty cool. The difference between forgery and uttering in Virginia. Well, how do you get the charge to say both? Forgery and uttering charges in Virginia. I don't give a fuck what you're trying to tell me. Virginia law contains a number of criminal offenses, blah, 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 blah. Forgery of public records. Okay. Forgery and uttering of non-public records. Obtaining money under false pretenses. Credit card forgery. Defenses to forgery and uttering offenses. All right, let's see what they say about this. Forgery and uttering and other fraud-related offenses are often very technical in nature. That means that the prosecution often has to subpoena records from multiple sources or otherwise line up multiple witnesses to prove every important link in the chain of events. Depending on the circumstances and nature of the case, there may be a variety of ways to defend against these charges. Those include alibi defenses, where the actual identity of the offender is in question, as well as defenses based on the intent of the actor at the time of the incident. Most importantly, an experienced criminal defense attorney can sift carefully through the evidence to determine whether every element of the charge offense can be proven beyond any reasonable doubt. I am more confused reading that shit than had we not done that. But anyways, I mean, most of what that sounds like is fraud. That could even be like construction fraud, possibly. You know what I mean? That could be even construction fraud. So anyways, Tom had like 50-something charges of forgery and uttering. And there were some other charges as well. I don't remember what those charges was. So I asked him what happened. Hope he's okay in the email that I sent to him. I finally got an email back. It was like 2+ weeks ago. Here's the email. It's short and to the point, and it probably leaves more questions than answers. But maybe we can figure out what happened based upon this email. Tom writes me. He says, "Hey, bro, good to hear from you. Yeah, I messed up and got myself 3 whole years. Tom's an individual who spent most of his life in and out of prison. You had 51 fucking charges and you got 3 years. So I'm not going to even sit here and say like he told on anybody, but he must have took one hell of a plea deal. Or maybe there were some loops in the story that the lawyer was able to work through. He says that he was working for this elderly woman and she ended up in a nursing home. He said, I would do remodeling for her and use my money to purchase the materials needed. I would use my money to purchase the materials needed. You know, I didn't really know Tom as much of a handyman. He was a tattoo artist. And I'm not saying that he don't know what he's doing, but I just never knew. And this also raises the question and the thought that, you know, some people can find themselves just taking on anything. Yeah, I can do it. Oh, yeah, you want that done? I got you. Yeah, I've done it before. So and the email continues. So at first, the overseer of her estate was paying me then. For some reason, the hateful wench stopped. I don't know if he's talking about the elderly woman who ended up in the nursing home, or if he's talking about the overseer, Carol Baskins. Wanted to keep the money for herself, so I went and took all the materials, the door, the HVAC. He doesn't say that. He says they wanted to keep the money for herself. So I went and took all the materials that I put into the addition. This motherfucker took on an entire addition. You need to be a Class A contractor and pull permits to do addition work. You better. This motherfucker took on a fucking addition. See, now you got to read between the lines. You got to read between the lines. Think fast. You almost had it. You got to read between the lines. He says that he was spending his own money to do this work, buying the materials. Woman went into a nursing home, overseer was paying him, and then all of a sudden stopped. It raises the theory, the hypothesis that could be this shit was looking horrible. Holy shit. The fuck kind of addition is that? Where's the foundation at? Where's the foundation at? Oh shit, Griff sending me a link to some coffee. Is that the good shit, the black bag? I'm gonna look at it in a minute. So he says that they wanted to keep the money for themselves, and he went there and took all of the materials that he put into the addition back. And I was not too nice about it. I should have took her to court, but I let my temper get the best of me. He says, I hope you're doing good. I got around 11 months left. This place sucks. They got me in the cadre building, not the nut house. LOL. Well, I hope to hear back from you. I am sorry it took so long to respond. I don't check it that often, but I'll check it more often now. Read between the lines. Tom's not getting not near support, you know, and probably only checking that little kiosk every so often because nobody's probably writing to him. He said, I'll check it more often now. Thank you for reaching out to me, and I hope to hear back from you. Take care, Tom. So I wrote Tom back this morning and asked how he was doing. I said, that's crazy what happened. And, you know, I don't know what it's like to be a cadre at Marion. I've heard stories about it. I'd like to get some stories. Being a cadre is being a trustee. That's basically what he is. He feeds, he cleans, probably cleans up a lot of dookie. Maybe that's stereotypical of me to say, but I can imagine that he probably spends quite a bit of time cleaning shit up. Literally. But yeah, he's in the work program. He's probably making 45, 55 cents an hour, maybe a little bit more, maybe 85 cents an hour. So I wrote him back, and I'm interested in hearing what his response will be. I also asked him how they're handling the virus there. Considering any time that you look at prison news right now, it is not only prisoners sick, staff sick, it's prisoners dying. Third prisoner just died in one state. Second prisoner just died in another state. Man, we got some crazy shit going on. Crazy shit. So not only did I send Tom an email in response, I also sent an email to Michael Blakeman. Haven't talked to Michael Blakeman in a long time. That was my prison consulting client. And a very short email just said, hey, man, haven't talked to you in a long time. Hope you're doing good. Hope to hear back from you. Let me know how things have been. So, yeah, Anthony, that was just what I was talking about. So hopefully I'll hear from him. I'm sure I will hear from him, and he'll probably say the same thing that he said in the last email. Hey, my parents want you to take down that video of me. I'm not doing that. All right. What the fuck am I going to do today? Probably need to find out what's going on with the flip house. Probably need to find out what's up with my money from this landscaping job. Maybe the homeowner will think the same thing that Jesse thought, that it looks like shit. I mean, why not? Hopefully not, though. Hopefully not. I've also just recently started talking to somebody again. I've actually been rebuilding a damaged relationship. And it's been good to be in contact with this person. I don't want to put that person out there now. I don't even know when or if I'll ever do so. But it's been good to get back in contact with this person and hear that this person is doing exceptionally well. They have gone through the fucking ringer, and they are doing exceptionally well. Also, I want to give a very special shout out to Josh from Lockdown 23-1. I meant to do this way earlier. I heard that he gave us a shout out. I never saw it. I've been working all week. I haven't seen social media all that much this week at all. But a lot of people mentioned that. And me and Josh have actually been talking, kind of, I guess, regularly. And, we've been talking about some things. I've got some ideas. He's got some ideas. So who knows? Possibly could be something, down the road. I used to not really care for what he did because I thought, I had some feelings about that. But I respect what he's built. And it is what it is at this point. One point that constantly gets brought up, he brings it up quite a bit. He's like, yo, we're local. We're right next to each other. And that is a very valid point. And he is, I got a lot of respect for what he's doing. So I wanted to give, a very special shout out to him for giving us a shout out as well. He's cute too. Catalina, don't, the fuck. I also have heard, I've been getting kind of blown up by an individual, George Powell III. We did an interview with him a couple of months ago. George Powell was a dude who was on a Netflix show, Texas. He got locked up, did 11 years for something he didn't do. He got released. But he's been blowing me up, and I didn't know why, And then I've seen all over Facebook, he's got a fundraiser, seeking money. And if he's reaching out to me for that, well, that ain't going to happen. And, yeah. So there's that. I've got a couple of people that I've been speaking with and thinking about some interviews. So I'll probably be filming these super low budget interviews this week because we got to get back on track with some videos. I'm probably not going to be doing any more prison news. I mean, there is a story or two that I would like to do. I could try to jump on the Tekashi thing, try to get a little clout from that. iDubbbz girl is doing an OnlyFans page. Leafy is here, is back. Keemstar was giving away some money. I think that's about all the news. Andy interview Larry Long. I don't care about these people. Stop. I don't care about them. All right? I don't want to do those. I'm not a collaborator, okay? I don't do that type of shit. But I have worked with Josh before. So if I did, that would be the route that I would go. No prison news. Yeah. And let me tell you something. Let me give it to you right from the motherfucking horse's mouth. All these people that you think is hot. What was that song way back in the day? That hot song? How did it go? I don't know. All these people that you think are hot. You get a little time with that. It's how you carry on. People get mad at me for flipping houses or trying to, getting into moves and getting into this and getting into that, and saying that I'm dumb. But I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm the smartest motherfucker there is in my world. I'm not looking like you just can't think of this as the retirement plan. That's not what this is. And you better have some backup plans. You better figure out what you're going to do when you run out of talking about fucking reactions to goddamn jewelry heist on Grand Theft Auto. Or telling your goddamn prison war stories. What you do after that? Well, you bring on some other people. What you do after that? Well, you do some prison cooking. What you do after that? Well, you do some vlogs. What you do after that? Well, you do some reactions. What you do after that? Well, you follow the goddamn game plan that I and Big Hurt have basically laid out. So there's that. There's that. I don't care about these other folks. I don't know who they are, and I ain't got time for it. All I can do is focus on what I'm trying to do with After Prison Show. And not all the time is it going to work. Like me sitting in front of the camera, giving my opinion on things. You know what? People might say that they sick of seeing the goddamn landscape, but they watching that more than they're watching anything else right now. Or some fucking drama. And I don't want to do the drama. I don't want to do that. I've been inspired in such a way by Tiger King, just the way that that's put together. I'm ready to reach out to fucking Rick Kirkham, the goddamn reality fucking producer that Joe Exotic had, and say, hey man, let's do something. Let's do something. Maybe we'll start a fucking tiger zoo, man. Cub petting is fucking money. God damn, that shit's money. And I don't want people to think like I'm greedy, right? Oh, you're doing all this. Oh, you've got income coming. Let me tell you some real shit. You'll hear it from the fucking horse's mouth. This shit ain't what it was. And there was a time when this shit was something. So if you sit here and think, well, why the fuck you going out there working for $100 a day? It might be because I got to think about my motherfucking future. So there's that. Dina asked what happened to the fisherman shiflet. I don't know. I ain't been able to get in contact with him. I might be able to get in contact with him then. I am thinking about doing a goddamn reaction to the Tiger King. I love that shit, man. Fucking Joe Exotic, that's a hot motherfucker, man. I'd do him for a four-wheeler. Fuck that shit. All right. I'm getting up out of here. Shout out to you guys. We had a pretty damn good Bobo this morning, man. And I enjoy doing this Bobo. I think the Bobo goes a lot harder than the video sometimes, and sometimes I think I just need to goddamn download the Bobo and turn it into clips for fucking YouTube. Brandon, shout out to you, man. We're going to try to make today a good day. Like I said, I got no idea what today is going to have in store in terms of a video, because I ain't even got no videos right now. I need to try to, and I got a couple of ideas, but we'll just have to see how it plays out. I really need to find out what's going on with the flip house, find out what was going on with the real estate job. I mean, not the real estate job, the landscaping job, and also find out if my bid for the monthly maintenance was accepted or not. I bid that job for the monthly maintenance at $900. That's $450 every 2 weeks. Rabbit was telling me I should probably try to maintenance that property 3 times a month. Might be right about that. I want to thank each and every one of y'all for taking the time to rock with me, rock with the Bobo, rock with After Prison Show. I'm going to do my damnedest to bring you guys something worth the fuck today. And I will look forward to having the Bobo back tomorrow. Our normal time is back. Maybe we should like mix it up. One day do an early Bobo, one day do a late Bobo. You guys let me know what you think about that. Should we keep the Bobo at the normal time? Or should we move it to the evening Bobo? I think what I'm going to do, we need a poll. Can we get a poll on Facebook? And can we get a poll? I'm going to put a poll on Twitter. Jersey, can we get a poll on Facebook about either a morning Bobo or an evening Bobo? Which would you guys prefer? I'm pretty sure the morning one is going to win. Double, that's too much goddamn work. Bobo After Dark, my God. A lot of people feel a lot of different ways. Ed Sheeran says a stripper pole. Well, we could probably do that. 2 Bobos. That would be pretty dope. If we did 2 Bobos, videos would be done. We'd be done with videos. I don't want to be done with videos. Damn, that's a lot of fucking work. All right. Folks, thank you guys so much for taking the time. I look forward to bringing you guys something, the best that I possibly can, a little later on today, and I'll look forward to talking with you guys again tomorrow. Have a great day. Stay safe. Stay away from people. Don't go out unless you got to go out. And I'll talk with you guys real soon. Until then, peace.